Good morning and welcome to the world first weekly update. Well, non-farm payrolls came out on Friday and they were deeply disappointing. The non-farm payroll figure came out at 36,000, whereas the expected number of payrolls to be added to the job force on Friday was 121,000. The figure came deeply below expectations. However, the markets were able to find some positive data behind the figure. This was sector-specific data. The data was generally positive. We had sectors like manufacturing perform well, and as a result, we saw risk appetite come back onto the table. Equity markets rallied a notch. They came up about 0.29%. This was off the back of the sector-specific data. However, the caveat attached is obviously that the NFP figure was broadly negative, and as a result, the Aussie was sold off in droves. The central banks around the world have had a fair showing over the last week. The ECB was first up. We had Jean-Claude Trichet mention that their interest rates will not be hiked for quite some time. He mentioned that the inflation risk was broadly balanced, and as a result we saw the Aussie rally against the euro. The Chinese Central Bank, People's Bank of China, was next up. We saw them hike interest rates, so real polar opposites there. Hike interest rates 25 basis points. And as a result, there was a little bit of risk taken off the market. However, the Aussie soon rallied 0.5% to recover that. Overnight, we saw the central bank theme continue. Ben Bernanke made a speech regarding inflation risk and where interest rates were going. Mr. Bernanke noted that the unemployment rate was likely to remain high for some time, and he also mentioned that output growth is likely to be moderate for a while. And this was really why we saw the Aussie come off a notch. Going forward, in Australia, the economic data over the last week has been mixed. The economic data hasn't been particularly positive. However, we have had some meekly strong figures. The economic data out over the last week was key. We had some positive figures for building permits, job ads and consumer confidence. However, the trade surplus contracted, and we also saw a poor showing in retail sales trends. These figures have obviously been impacted by natural disasters. One of the key pieces of information that came out over the last week was some rhetoric out of the RBA. The RBA was generally hawkish. They hiked growth expectations for GDP. They hiked them 25 basis points. 50 basis points. We saw the GDP expectation for 2011 go up to about 4.25%. This saw the Aussie rally, and going forward we're going to be looking for some strong data coming out. Today at 11:30 we've got the unemployment rate, so look out for that. Enjoy your day.